Woo! Yeah, baby, we got another ERC20 token coming out. You guys know what I'm looking at, and I know what you're looking at here. GoldGate Token, the BGG, has officially come up on Etherscan. That is what I've been waiting for. I've known about this pre-ICO launch of GoldGate's token BGG for probably about 2 to 3 days now. I have been waiting to do a video on it because I needed to see that it was officially on here with the amount they say they are going to have, which is 26 million. It is very important that what they say is congruent right here as well. So that was important to me to make sure that was there before I did a video on it. Okay, so now that it is legit, you bet your freaking sweet little ass I did sign up. Let me tell you. And I signed up quick as soon as I saw this. I mean, actually, I did already register and have an account. I was just waiting to make sure it was legit, which it is. And we all know it's no guarantee, but it increases your odds, our odds, for everyone to win if it's an ERC20 token, because number one, everyone feels better about that. And when everyone feels better about it, more people are going to get in on it. When more people get in on it and more people are buying and the demand is high, price goes up. And why wouldn't anyone want to go in on it? Because it's an ERC20 token. If you look at the history of those other ones, which is a lot, gold rewards, and all the other ones, I don't want to run through all the lists because there's a lot. Some people don't, some companies don't do it, some do it. But here's the thing, the ones that have done it, yeah, you can go look at their history and they have done pretty well. So anyways, there's not too many coins, 26 million. There's plenty of people in this niche that are going into it, and as long as these people follow through with what they say they will, we could have a good shot here, guys. So the site looks clean, the white paper looks clean. I'm not going to go through all this again. Other people do that in detail, other people on YouTube. It is here for you to check out if you want. It's on their homepage, goldgate.io. Read through it. It's legit. I'll scan through it here and maybe touch over the basics. But it's just not important for me to talk about that. The things I talk about are just different from what other people on YouTube are doing, except with the exception of a few. Some people look into things I look into. But I like to read things differently, and it's strictly based on the amount of people I believe will develop this token as an opportunity. It's a development in their belief system that this token will hit $10 to $20 to $30 to $40. That alone, as long as the people on the back end fulfill what they have promised, they take it to the exchanges, and the belief level is high, you have ingredients for the token price to skyrocket. Okay, so I'm going to look into a couple of those points right now, and I'm just going to cover one today. I'm not going to make this a long video. I'm going to do another update on this platform every day because I believe this one is one of the big ones, along with Lend Connect, which they are still communicating through their the Telegram. Sorry, I had a notification there. So everyone, when they got jammed up on their pre-ICO, they are going through everyone that has missed their tokens are missing, and they are making it right, sifting through all the emails before the first ICO. And I still think that platform will be massive as well as this one. Why? Because it is solving an issue. Like, there is an issue at hand, and it is filling the gaps of what's lacking there. Sorry, I couldn't find the right way to say that for a second, but pretty much what it's doing is they're creating a solution where you can have one token and one platform that organizes all your lending platforms and where all your tokens and coins are at from one house. Why is that important that they are doing that, and why will that one go up in price extremely, in my opinion? Number one, there's only 5 million coins, okay? This one right here has 26 million. 5 million coins is ridiculous. It's such a little amount with how streamlined this niche within the cryptocurrencies is. And number two, it's solving an issue within this industry. The issue is people are overwhelmed. They're in 10, 20, 15, whatever it is, even 9. You get 8 or 9 lending platforms where all your money in is at, in tokens with different passwords, different usernames, different layers. It's a headache. So pretty much, in my opinion, to simplify it, Lend Connect is, imagine if it was just a software company that is making your life easier and how to organize your finances or your money or online banking or whatever. That's what it's going to be for these lending platforms. And since it will be a tool and there's a token attached to it, the token will go up in price because people will want that tool to organize the chaos of all their lending platforms because it's becoming overwhelming in their brains. Make sense? It's just logical. Okay, anyways, we kind of went into Lend Connect there for a second. Went on a little drunk log, is what I like to call it. Got distracted like JoJo the Circus Clown, but we're going to bring it back around. Don't you worry about that. Okay, this one right here, we got GoldGate ICO. Check it out. I'm not going to read it all. That's probably why I went on a drunk log and talked about another one. Anyways, 26 million. Not that much either. You're going to be scared when you're in like hundreds of millions or billions. That's when you want to get the heck out. Don't touch that at all. Don't even freaking look at it. Nothing. Nada. So it's going to start at $1, which is very cheap. It gets to one of the exchanges they're talking about, or 2 of them. It will times 10. I don't know that for sure. And once again, disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. This is just my journey. If you want to join me in on it, I will help you guys and lead the way, roll out the red carpet, and show you some other tricks and things I look into. And if you join me, I will send you a video on some of the tactics I use to see if these will take off once they get momentum. So yeah, but besides that, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my journey. If you want to get on board and make a shit ton of money, that's up to you. But no hard feelings regardless, either way. Does not matter to me. This is just a hobby to throw videos up. I don't need anyone to sign up with me. I'm not into it. I just like to look at things that other people don't. And I feel it's nice and fresh to put out some shit that other people don't look at. Which to me is important because people need to collect information via these videos and decide which viewpoint is the best, and they'll probably go with that person, whoever that is. So anyways, this is just my viewpoint and what I believe people will follow and their belief levels. And this is something I really believe too, is people and platforms will take off as long as the developers behind it do what they say they're going to do. They will take off based on the people as a whole, their belief in it. Why is Bitcoin price continue to escalate rapidly over the months? Because it's becoming mainstream. If you look at the data from Google's, which is stuff I do, the search volume is out the roof. The interest is huge. Like, memes are created around Bitcoin. So what does this mean? When there's talk about 100,000 a coin, 10,000 a coin, a million coin, and these are articles people see because they are clickbait, like, practically. I don't know what the price of Bitcoin will go to. What I'm saying is the belief level in it is extremely high, so people are buying and no one's selling. So what naturally happens? Price goes up. No one's selling. Demand is high. No one's selling. So if the belief in GoldGate, the BGG token, is high, the platform is good, it's efficient, it's smooth, and the numbers around it make sense to facilitate a belief level in the people as a whole, people will buy and they will hold on to those tokens at a price they have fixated in their brain before they want to sell. And they want to get not just 10x their money back, they want to get what the Regal coin provided, what the BitConnect provided. And they want to go from $1 and then sell at 70, or heck, 200. I mean, that's crazy, right? It is. But it is a reality these days, and it works. It just simply works. So here's another reason, lending opportunity, why I believe people will believe in this platform. Remember, it's a belief level. Why do people continue to use the US dollar? Well, they believe it's safe, and they believe it's legit, and they believe since the government says it's our currency, which there is a little bit of truth to that, it is our currency, but at the end of the day, they just print. They can just print it out and just keep printing, and it devalues the dollar, and one day it could go away. But why do people believe in it? Well, because it's legit, because the government says that's what we use. And so the belief level in it is high because that's all people know. The belief level right now is high in Bitcoin because that's all they know. The majority of people in the crypto world, they know about Bitcoin. They don't know about BGG, I'll tell you that. Or they use other platforms that are giving huge reward for people that believe in them, as long as the people behind the platform do and say what they say they will do, which it is a risk. High risk, high reward. That's what we're in. That's what we're in, ladies and gentlemen, but that's how you make money fast. And then it can compound into other investments that are safer. Land, boutique hotels, storage units. It just makes sense, right? So high risk, high reward. Only do it at your own risk. But what I'm saying is look at these numbers. Very similar to BitConnect. This right here, 50 days back, they're only going to hold your money for 50 days. Everyone doing the 100K challenge, it'll stream on this platform too. Why? Because people want to make money. And you can, because the volatility of Bitcoin is so high, and their bots, or whatever they say it is, they're going to make a shit ton of money, and they're going to give that to you, at least for a while. I don't know how long the platforms will last, but they're going to pay you out. They will. This coin hits the exchange, and it gets some momentum. People will do this. The belief will go up in 4 months, 6 months, 7 months, and then it will really start to skyrocket. One of these platforms will be the next BitConnect. It will be the same thing, as long as the marketing, the advertising, and the people behind it have the brains to do it. It will hit big. And if you get in at the beginning, highest rewards. Just makes sense, right? Okay, staking, everyone knows that too. I'm not going to run through it. Some platforms pay out higher. This one's in about the middle, maybe a little bit higher. Obviously, the percentage progresses lower after after your first 6-month term, pretty much. I'm not going to get into that. Once again, you can read it. What I wanted to cover here is what I just talked about. It's the belief in a platform that determines the price and how high it goes. Okay, and if people sell too soon, or it gets to $8 and X amount sell, fine. Maybe the price goes down a little bit. But if it's a legit platform and they continue to go, it will bounce back up to $16 and $60 and so on and so forth. So you got to decide when you want to sell. And that's your strategy. I can't go in. I can't tell you when to buy and sell. That's up to you. For me, I'm going to get in on these early because it's an ERC20 token. So yeah, you right here, I'm on it. So anyways, if you guys want to find out some other techniques that I use to determine which one of these I believe will take off, subscribe to my channel. It's been a sweet journey so far. And last thing I'll say before I let you guys go, little snippet of the back office here. None of these tabs work because they're coming later and being released later, but it looks clean, you know, it looks presentable. Obviously, they're going to continue to work on it as money comes in, but what they've started with is awesome. I'm going to make another video that goes into details of my research, more behind, like in-depth stuff of why this is legit, but this is just the first video. I had to get something out and let everyone know that it is on Etherscan. This thing's ready to party, and if you want to party with me and get on the party train, well, that's up to you. Okay, so back office, here it is. Not going to go through it all. Last thing I'll say is what I look at is YouTube and Google, and there's many other factors, but this is just one to give you guys a little snippet in what I look at on every ICO launch in any platform. So I see after a couple days, even before the pre-ICO, is what is the amount of people that are reviewing it or looking at it, or terms are searching to find more information. They're feeding for information because people get addicted to information, and sometimes people are just information junkies on these platforms. So be careful with that. Do your research. Follow some people that know what the fuck they're talking about. Excuse my language, but really just do. And then don't ignore the rest. Just don't get too junky on it and miss what is in front of you. That's all I'm saying. Do enough research, but don't go down a freaking rabbit hole and never come out. Okay. So what I look at is based on the amount of people that are searching around the terms determines whether I get in it or not. And since the pre-sale hasn't even started and these terms are already coming up, it's a very good sign because interest is high. It's extremely high. People already making YouTube videos on it, and this was 3-4 days back before the pre ICO sale. So it's already starting to stream, okay? So how do I know this more than what just looking at YouTube videos? Well, you type it in, okay? GoldGate. Okay, what comes up first? Okay, there's so many terms that could have come up before GoldGate ICO. You have no idea. Golden Gate Bridge, there's all sorts of things that could have come up. And why does this come up first? Because the search volume into YouTube is high, and these terms formulate based on people searching in them. Same as Google. I'll do another video on that. So since this term has already come up in this automated string that YouTube spits out, it only does that if there's hundreds and thousands of people searching that at a rapid rate every single day, looking for more information, fiending for another video that someone releases. Okay, that's very important to me, especially before the pre-ICO. So you click on it, right? You see these other big name players are already starting to promote it. Why is that good? Why doesn't that scare me? Okay, I'll tell you why. Because they have tons of followings, okay? People that trust them. Some of those people you should really be cautious about. They don't know what the hell they're talking about, and they just go blatantly on a drunkalog and do this and that and whatever, put on a show and entertain, which is good. I like entertainment. I freaking love it. Fucking love the entertainment industry. And maybe I'll throw in a little bit of spice at myself, but I like to look at hard facts too, which is why I will release another video on this, on the back end research I've done on it, to show you that it's got a good chance, okay? So with that said, that's just one snippet, and from here on out, you guys got to decide what's good for you. I don't know what's good for you. The second you try and think what is good for someone else in life, you lose. In a relationship, I don't care if it's your husband or wife, or your boyfriend or girlfriend, you try and figure them out, you've already failed. Understand one thing, everyone's a little fucked up. So if you just focus on what's good for you, and you show by example, people will attract to you, okay? That's just how it is, if they like what you're doing. Beyond that, that's all you can do. So screw it, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying right now, it does not matter to me whether you do this or not. This is what I'm doing. I'm not a financial advisor. What I am is I'm good at reading trends and what happens and what's streaming, and I've been good at this since I was 12 years old, in predicting when gold would go from $200 an ounce, a gold coin, a $2, a 1 ounce gold coin, $200 an ounce. I predicted it would go to $2,000 an ounce at the age of 12 and 13. Okay, so I like to read trends. I like to see things and how they are moving, and then I take calculated decisions and risks, and some I lose and some I win. Okay, so that is what it is. Beyond that, you got to decide what's good for you, because everyone's got their own journey and everyone's got their own mentality, and more power to you. Keep doing your thing. You guys rock, and I'll see you in the next one with more details and more logistics behind my research behind these ICO lending platforms. All right, guys. Cheers. Have a good one. Peace.